Hi there. We are so busy with auditions and callbacks and rehearsals that I couldn't even get into the theater to do my monthly President's Note. So I come to you this month from my living room. Let's talk about all that's happening at the Morgan Wixon. First, our New Works Festival. It is 5 weekends of new shows with a new play or 2 one-acts premiering each weekend. They start Friday, September 24th. Tickets are by donation and available now on our website. The suggested donation is $20, but you can use the code NEWWORKS to zero it out and then pay whatever you're able to. There's also a spot to make a larger donation if you like, which would really help as we come back from intermission and reopen our doors. I introduced the individual shows in my special season announcement a couple weeks ago, and now I want to introduce our slate of 7 directors. 6 new faces to the Morgan Wixon, each directing one of the new plays. I do need to mention that my special announcement, I mistakenly left out the word bold in Ladarian Williams' one-act Boulevard of Bold Dreams. Apologies for that error. We are so excited to open our doors and welcome you back to the Morgan Wixon. We will require proof of vaccination for all of those that attend and participate. Temperature checks will be taken as you enter, and we will follow any mask and capacity requirements that the city, county, or state require. For those of you that are not vaccinated, or if you don't yet feel comfortable coming to the theater, we will offer a recorded version of each of the shows in the New Works Festival following the Friday night performance. This at-home screening is just $20 per household. 7 new shows by 7 new playwrights, directed by all new faces at the Morgan Wixon. I'm also excited to share that we had over 100 actors audition for these shows. This festival is really something, and we hope you'll join us. The Morgan Wixon is a theater for the community, and as such, we rely on our valuable volunteers. As we reopen our doors, we need help ushering. So if you would like to usher for one or more of the New Works performances, you can sign up using the link in the red box at the bottom of our webpage. Our 25th annual youth musical, Little Women, held their auditions and callbacks last week, and rehearsals start in no time. Little Women will open November 13th, playing at 2 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. And we've added some Friday night performances this year. You can check out the exact dates, ticket information, COVID details, and all you need to know on our website. The Morgan Wixon takes COVID very seriously. We want to make sure that all of our participants, audience members, volunteers, and all those who enter our doors are kept safe. And so our Yes Committee is currently evaluating our award-winning Yes shows for next year. As soon as decisions are made, we'll announce our 2022 Yes season, and you'll be the first to know. If you'd like to read our current COVID policy for all participants, just click the red bar near the bottom of the homepage or go to morgan-wixon.org/COVID policy. You know, while COVID is horrible, it has allowed us to look outside the way we've done things and allowed us to take a fresh look at theater, like our monthly community discussions, important DEI work, the New Works Festival, solo stories on our virtual stage, and starting our very own youth workshops. After successfully hosting in-person Yes workshops at the theater this summer, our autumn workshops will be starting up later this month. Great classes and workshops for the youth. We can't wait to offer our autumn classes again in person at the theater, continuing to follow the COVID protocols and social distancing and requiring masks. Watch your email and our website for more information. And now some personnel announcements. We welcome the talented Samantha Barrios to the board of the Morgan Wixon. Samantha fills an open alternate seat, and we're very excited to have her join us. Speaking of the board, it's already time to start thinking about board nominations for next year. There are 4 seats available, plus the 3 alternate positions. If you are interested in making a difference at the Morgan Wixon, then consider joining the board of directors and be a part of the change. Just write nominations at morgan-wixon.org for more information. We are currently looking for a new box office manager and a bookkeeper. If you're interested in either position or know of someone who is, you can write me at president@morgan-wixon.org. We're also looking for volunteer lightboard operators for our New Works Festival. If you're interested in doing that, please write to volunteers@morgan-wixon.org. Come be a part of the Morgan-Wixon Theater. And if you're a member, don't forget our member gathering and bylaws amendment vote on Sunday, September 19th. Join us for snacks at 4:30, the bylaws amendment vote at 5, and a little happy hour at 6 p.m. If you're not already a member, you can join by going to the link near the bottom of our website. One more exciting new addition to the Morgan-Wixon exterior to tell you about. Over the past several weeks, renowned Los Angeles-based contemporary artist Steve Martinez has painted a mural on the side of our building. Sponsored by national organization No Kid Hungry to shine light on ending childhood hunger, we are just one of 6 murals painted across the country, and we're the only one selected on the West Coast. A huge thank you to Miriam Billington for finding us this opportunity and making this happen. Next time you're at the theater, check it out. And now continuing our Morgan-Wixon history. The old Morgan Theater at 5th and Ocean Park had burnt to the ground a day after Christmas in 1962. The membership went into full gear raising funds, finding and purchasing a new location, and designing a brand new Morgan Theater. Thanks to the generous members and the Santa Monica community, construction started in 1963. By 1964, the 2-story rear building, which included a rehearsal hall, costume shop, dressing rooms, and scene shop, was completed, and the auditorium was underway. But by April of 1964, building plans for the Morgan Theater had to be altered due to lack of funds. Members, their friends, and other civic-minded individuals started donating times and material to complete the construction of the theater. Members worked on weekends and their days off, actually doing the construction. Veteran Hollywood actress Peggy Davis served hot lunches to the volunteer crews. Building the theater took a lot longer than originally hoped. Now, working with volunteer labor, the building was several years behind schedule. In June of 1965, the Guild turned to their old standby and produced The Romance of Scarlet Gulch to help raise additional funds. In August of that year, they put on an Elizabethan fair where the entrance to the scene dock was turned into a stage and the surrounding properties were dotted with pop-up tents filled with games, food, crafts, and activities. In January of 1966, 3 years after the old Morgan Theater burned, it was announced that the new Morgan Theater would open on March 25th with the show Skin of Our Teeth. An aptly titled show. The theater was made of redwood and brick and was 12,000 square feet of usable space. 201 seats in the auditorium, it had a 14 by 30 foot proscenium augmented by an apron thrusting out into the house. It had wing space to allow for wagon scenery, a cyc, a brand new state-of-the-art lighting system, a weighted fly system, and a grand drape and main curtain hand-woven by Webb Textiles of Pasadena. There was a box office with a brand new ticketing system and a coffee bar, a gift of Mr. and Mrs. Harry Markowitz. And the centerpiece of the lobby, a bronze sculpture of Thespis by well-known artist Russell Holmes, a gift of the artist. The new Morgan Theater finished out the 1960s with acclaimed productions of works like The Miracle Worker, directed by Hollywood film and stage actor James Griffith. New works like The Visit, A Shot in the Dark, Zoo Story, and classics like Romeo and Juliet. They mounted a new production of Green Grow the Lilacs, which is the play from which Rodgers and Hammerstein's Oklahoma was based. One of our longtime current members, Alice Lunford, played Ado Annie. For years, theaters began adding folk music to productions of Green Grow the Lilacs, and for the Morgan Theater's 1966 production, Singer, songwriter, and best-selling American poet Rod McEwen wrote 4 songs especially for us.
Yeah. Of course. Well, he was a folk, musician and a poet, and he wrote 4 songs for for Green Grow the Lilacs, and one of them was a song I sang, which
That's
was
amazing.
Exciting. Yeah, it was. False Love, Don't You Bother Me. That was it. And I sang on I was on a swing, and I almost went into the first row singing False Love, Don't You Bother Me. Anyway, that was fun.
That's
Memories.
hysterical.
Oh, that was years ago.
The Evening Outlook said, "Green grow the laurels on the collective brow of the Morgan Theater, that new and charming and almost hand-wrought home of the Santa Monica Theater Guild. Hard on the heels of Skin of Our Teeth and The Miracle Worker, 2 formidable yet strikingly successful undertakings, the Guild has come up with another large-scale production of which it can be proud." As the 1970s were ushered in, the Morgan Theater found itself featured in a 4-page spread in the Evening Outlook magazine section, celebrating this new gem on the West Side. We'll pick up there next month as we continue to celebrate 75 years of entertainment at the Morgan Wixon Theater. Until then, please get vaccinated if you haven't, wear masks when you're asked, and plan to join us as we reopen our doors. See you in October at the theater.